And Todd, I think one of my favorite things of the week so far is seeing your players show up for media day with blonde hair. You didn't know that was coming, right?
No, but I have to admit I wasn't surprised. I mean, Coach Kelly, who was our defensive back coach, he was quarterback on our state team back in '99. He's the one that started that on that team. The team pictures out in the hallway, a bunch of bleached heads on that team, and I guess they just kind of got talking about it and kind of went like wildfire.
I mean, not that those kids needed anything to get excited about going to the state championship, but it just kind of adds to the week, right?
It does. I mean, I think it kind of shows the tightness, the bonds these guys have. They have they have a lot of fun. Each team's different, and but they know how to do the work when it's time to do the work.
Certainly, going to the state championship game in 5A is a huge badge of honor, especially in this area because there's so many great 5A teams. And what did it take? What did it take? Just fortitude, mental will to get through the Powells and Wests of the world, Oak Ridges of the world to get here.
Man, when November started, I mean, it was, hey guys, it's time to rubber hits the road. It's time to show what you guys are made of, type deal. And these guys have literally went 1 week at a time. They've bought into it. Do not play to the scoreboard. We've been preaching that for a few years, and this group's had some scars built up over the years, and then you mix in some young guys with the older guys, and they're just real tight knit and. Respect every opponent we have and literally just try to play to our standard and try to improve each week. I know that sounds, I tell them all the time, I know I'm boring, guys, but it's one play at a time, 1 week at a time. And, they see the dividends of that, if you just play together and play with an unselfish attitude.
I know you've known for a long time that Cooper Newman is a special player, and y'all have told the media about him for a long time. To see it manifest itself in these comeback wins, how awesome is that just to kind of sit back and behold and watch him evolve into what everybody's kind of expected him to be?
Yeah, I mean, I catch myself, uh, my mouth open sometimes on some of the throws he makes or a decision he makes. I said last week, we're down at halftime against Oak Ridge. That's the first time we've been behind a half, and he probably played his best ball in the second half. I mean, I think when the game is more on the line, when throwing the balls more at bay right there. I think he loves the ball. He wants the ball. He wants to deliver the ball, and at the same time, just a super unselfish kid, and gives everybody else credit. And he's a kid that's easy to, if you're an offensive lineman, they love the guy, and he's easy to love. He's I mentioned the phrase he's cold blooded, and I mean that in the good way. He doesn't get rattled. He thinks we're always in the game, and gets a little bit upset when we take the foot off the gas pedal. Sometimes he wants to keep pushing and going, and that's the kind of kid you want, a trigger man right there.
There's a number of special players around him as well. And I think back to the regular season when you all lose Tegan Avera at running back, and
Right.
my natural inclination is okay, well, Sevier County might struggle a little bit without him, but you guys kept winning. You kept putting up points. And that's really a testament to your offensive linemen, the guys that have stepped up in the backfield, and just players out on the perimeter who've stepped up and became heroes as well.
Yeah, I mean, we heard it a lot as soon as Tegan got hurt. What are we going to do? This kind of thing, and nothing was really changed. The playbook stayed the same, so to speak. Just different guys filled in. Obviously, it hurts losing a kid like that. Tegan's a great leader, not only a good player. He hasn't missed a day of practice. Speaking of him, he's been here every day trying to get himself ready to play. And when he got hurt, our guys basically said, if we want Tegan to play with us again, we got to succeed throughout the regular season and start out hot in the playoffs to get this kid back with us. And that's the kind of guys we have. And just like I said, unselfish. And I think Cooper in his own right. Kind of felt more responsibility as far as getting points on the board. And this one game at halftime, 8 different guys had a catch. That's happened all year long, just different guys being quote unquote player of the game, this and that. And takes them all. And that was a good testament to the team that from top to bottom and I give the coaching staff that they're completely consistent. Kind of flatline, so to speak, no panic, and I think that trickles down to the kids as well.
Let's take a look at this championship game. Paige high school, has been in it the last 3 years, and it seems like every year we discuss them, it starts with their defense. They have two linebackers, one going to Tennessee, one going to Louisville. Is that what kind of jumps off the film at you when you first watch them?
Yeah, I mean, I guess on a normal team they would really jump out, but there's guys around them that's uh, highly touted. I don't know recruiting wise, but the two inside linebackers they can flat out play 11 and 4. And two safeties that get downhill good as anybody we've seen. That they fly to the football. I think Coach Pillen said it best yesterday. He said, "Guys, they get to the football." He said they kind of remind me of us. We always pride ourselves on getting to the ball. Big up front. You start looking for people to pick on. There's nobody there, but our guys know that. I think that's where it's helped to play the teams that we played here the last month. It's hard to top a Pal or a Knox West on defense. I'll be honest with you, and these guys are to me are the same way with probably a little more size and with experience. They, like you said, they've been there a few years running now, and but we're worried about us. We know it's going to be a challenge, and I think our guys are up to it.
Todd, last thing, I know oftentimes when you go down to a state championship game, you haven't been there in a while, or maybe it's your team's first time. Do you pick the brain of other coaches in the area who've had success down there and just kind of what to expect, what works for you guys, what didn't?
Sure. I mean, I was on the phone with Lamar for probably 30 minutes on Sunday. Just, you don't get caught up where you get down there and you think you have 30 minutes to warm up and it might be 15 or 10 minutes to tape or just the stuff that we can control and that we might not know otherwise. And obviously, a great guy, really helped us. He actually sent an itinerary that they've used. And I think he's a little bit like me. He had three different warm up procedures ready just in case. And it doesn't surprise me with the program they have. So, coaching football is a still in game you take from everybody, see what works best. And had a lot of coaches in that area reaching out if we needed anything.
Coach, it's been fun so far watching your team get to this point. We've got one more game on Friday night. Look forward to watching you play that final game of the season.
Yes, sir. I appreciate all you do, Jesse. Appreciate it.